From red carpet glances, to flirty interviews, to those intense emotional scenes as Belly and Conrad, the internet has been in absolute meltdown mode, trying to figure out whether the connection between Lola Tung and Christopher Briney goes beyond the screen. And honestly, it's not hard to see why. Their chemistry is so natural that fans have spent years turning every smile, every laugh, and every behind-the-scenes moment into proof that something more is happening. But what's the real story? Let's get into the truth behind the rumors, because this love story might not be what fans think. Ever since The Summer I Turned Pretty became a global obsession, viewers have been completely hooked on the emotional roller coaster between Belly and Conrad. But as the show exploded, something else happened too. People started paying very close attention to the actors themselves. Every interview with Lola and Chris felt electric. Every press appearance sparked new theories. And once Season 3 promo rolled around in late 2025, fans were more convinced than ever that their bond looked too real to be just acting. The two even sat down together for major press, including Teen Vogue and post-finale interviews, where their comfort and ease around each other had fans spiraling all over again. Social media only made things worse, or better, depending on how deep into the ship you are. Reddit in particular has been wild. In one fan discussion, viewers literally asked how two people with that many romantic scenes could not develop real feelings. Another thread pointed out that there are tons of fans who genuinely ship Lola and Chris off-screen, while others argued that Chris is simply friendly and respectful, not flirty. Some fans even defended the idea that what people are seeing is just a strong friendship mixed with professional chemistry. But that hasn't stopped the theories at all. And here's where things get interesting. As much as fans want the Belly and Conrad in real-life fantasy to be true, there is no confirmed evidence that Lola Tung and Christopher Briney have ever dated. In fact, the strongest publicly reported information points in the opposite direction. Christopher Briney has been publicly linked to actress Isabel Machado for years. Multiple entertainment outlets reported that Chris and Isabel began dating in 2021 after first meeting at Pace University, where they studied acting. Their relationship has been described as a classic friends-to-lovers story, and by 2025, several outlets still reported they were very much together. People, Parade, Harper's Bazaar, Cosmopolitan, and Elle all described the relationship as ongoing, with some even noting they'd been together for around 4 years by late 2025. That alone is a huge reality check for fans hoping Chris and Lola are secretly dating. And what about Lola? Lola Tung has kept her love life much more private. Reports from 2025 suggested that she appeared to be single publicly, though there were occasional rumor cycles linking her to different names, none of which were officially confirmed. One People-covered interview from 2025 even highlighted Lola joking that dating is hard and saying she's not an apps girl, which only fueled the mystery around her relationship status. In short, Lola has remained private, and nothing credible has confirmed a romance between her and Chris. So why are fans still so convinced? Because the emotional pull between them is honestly insane. When Lola and Chris talk about Belly and Conrad, there's a softness there, a trust, a deep familiarity. By the time the series finale press hit in September 2025, outlets were still highlighting how powerfully they sold Belly and Conrad's endgame and how naturally they unpacked those huge romantic scenes together. Fans watched every second and said the same thing. That doesn't look fake. But sometimes, what people are really seeing is not secret romance. It's two actors who've spent years building one of the most emotionally charged pairings on television. And honestly, that might be even more impressive. Because if two actors can make millions of viewers believe they're in love so deeply that fans are still making theories years later, that means they absolutely nailed the assignment. Still, the fandom isn't ready to let go. Even now, posts keep popping up debating why Chris seems careful around Lola in public, why their interviews feel intense, and whether there's a hidden tension nobody is talking about. But many longtime fans on Reddit have pushed back hard on that narrative, saying Chris appears respectful and professional because he's been in a serious relationship, and that what people interpret as distance is likely just him being mindful of boundaries. That perspective has gained a lot of support among fans who want to shut down the more parasocial side of the shipping discourse. So, what's the final truth? Here it is. Lola Tung and Christopher Briney have one of the strongest on-screen romantic chemistries of their generation, but as of the latest credible reports, there is no verified real-life romance between them. Christopher Briney has been widely reported to be in a long-term relationship with Isabel Machado, while Lola Tung continues to keep her personal life largely under wraps. The real love story fans keep talking about seems to be less about a confirmed relationship and more about a fandom that simply refuses to stop believing in Belly and Conrad, even when the cameras stop rolling. And maybe that's the magic of The Summer I Turned Pretty, because sometimes the most powerful love stories don't just stay inside the episodes. They spill out into interviews, red carpets, fan edits, and endless late-night debates online. Lola and Chris may not be Hollywood's next secret couple, but they've definitely created something just as powerful. A connection so believable that fans still can't let it go.